Hey friends, welcome to another episode with me, Marquita of Marquita Makes. Thank you so much for joining me in my little corner of the internet where I mainly talk about crochet and yarn. And every now and then we'll probably talk about bead jewelry making or stitch markers or something like that, but we mainly talk about crochet here. So if you love yarn like I love yarn, if you knit, if you crochet, thank you for joining, and I hope that you enjoy your time here. With us, we are a growing community. We have a community tab now. So please check over in the community tab with each episode to see if there is a giveaway going on. There will be one soon, but it's not a mention in this episode right now. But typically I have giveaways of some of my favorite things, which are usually a hand-dyed yarn, stitch markers, tees, and so on. But yes, if you're interested, make sure that you are a subscriber so that you will get those automatic posts in the community tab when I am having giveaways. And two, so you can know the new episode that comes out. But once again, thank you for joining me. I have a few things to share with you today. As you can see, I have purchased some new crochet pattern books. I pretty much exclusively, I am exclusively crocheting right now. I've picked up my needles a few times, but I'm exclusively crocheting. Might as well say. And the most recent thing that I worked on, if you saw my last episode, is my Grogu green cardigan. And I wanted to make it for Star Wars Day, which is May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. And it's a very simple design, 3 panels, 2 in the front for the coverage, 1 in the back, and I sewed on the sleeves. And that's going to be a whole nother episode in itself. Oh. It didn't quite work out like I thought it would, and I made adjustments on the way. I didn't follow a pattern this time because I started a new job, which I love, but I have a lot of distractions. 3 kids, so I'm a mom, married. It was just a bit much, and I could kind of see what I wanted, but I underestimated what I wanted in sleeves. I really did, but I made some quick adjustments, just 2 here and there, to get the look that I wanted. We'll talk about that later. So anyways, I want to talk to you about another fail. It's just the honest truth. I actually had in mind to make 2 different items for May the 4th be with you because I'm going to be joining in the M1 Yarns, haven't started yet, the M1 Yarns Tea Off Spring Mal. And she's a YouTuber, so be sure to check her out in the links below. She has, to me, the best mals because they last long enough for me to be able to finish in time for it to end. So about 2 months or so. And so those are usually ones that I enter, or those that give me about 2 months to get something done because life gets in the way. But the fail, the fail is the Grogu green cardigan is going fine. That was one of the things I want to work on. But the fail was a top that I wanted to design inspired by Padme's gorgeous lake dress. Like, I don't really know the name, but if you ever put in Star Wars or Padme lake dress, it's so gorgeous. I'm going to have to find a picture and put it here. It's so gorgeous. So I had drafted some ugly draft designs of what I kind of wanted because I wanted the look of some fabric around the neck. And I know I don't have much of a neck, but we were going to make this work. Some fabric around the neck, and then I didn't know, this was my first draft, and how I wanted the body. And if if you see that she has armbands connected to the top piece. Now I'm working with a mommy tummy, and I'm not being modest. Like, yeah, my belly's big. So the rest of me is small, but my belly's big. Well, almost the rest of me is small. Y'all know what I'm saying. So I didn't want anything tight because it doesn't feel good, because there's a big difference between where my belly ends and where my hips begin. Like, it's so obvious I had babies. So anyways, enough of that. I wanted it to be loose so I could be comfortable and not tight around here. But I drafted something I thought would be a lot looser. Of course, I would make this bigger so it would hang a little lower. And I thought about working a closed granny stitch square. But then I thought, no, I would probably linger more to here because I really enjoy the patterns that are adjustable according to your measurements. Those are the ones I like best. So just kind of flow and go as you know, flow as you go, whatever it would fit. And I think I would have to be much more precise. So it took me, this has been in the making since last fall, trying to figure out exactly what I wanted. So it didn't happen, but I still have the yarns. And I realized the idea that I have for the yarns, the flowy look, I might end up making a shawl. I just don't know. I haven't made up my mind. But whatever I make up my mind to do, and I'm going to share the yarns with you, I'm going to enter it while I'm working on Claudia of Crochet Luna and Crochet Cakes. They join forces and come together, I'm just kidding, to have a Summer of Romance cal. And this year, and it's usually couples. I think it's usually couples that they pick. But this year, the couple that they're picking, it's a, you know, they didn't say who they're picking, but the theme is historical couples. And I chose, as you can tell, Padme and Anakin. And so I'd already had the yarns to make this top. Don't know if I'm going to make the top. I just don't know. But if I make a shawl in honor of them, they are colors that still complement the scene from the lake. So these are paper crane yarns. I have two of these, fingering weight, and this one is Breezy Beach fibers, and the colorway is Peach Bellini, and the colorway, and I don't think it's available. I want to say for paper crane yarns, this is not available. But the colorway is Snow Cone and Periwinkle. So I've known, like I said, since last fall when I saw this yarn that I wanted to make something for Star Wars Day. And I was so inspired by the lake dress, but I just don't see it. I keep seeing a shawl. I'm not seeing a crochet version of the top that I want to show you to fit me like I want it to. I don't know. I'll have to come back to that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still feeling a flowy shawl, but that would be so pretty. But when I think about it, I think I'll prefer the fabric of cloth to the crochet. I don't know. I don't know. And then I may just even make an empire style top. I don't know. I gotta figure something out. But for the M1 yarns, a lot of cows and mows going on. For the M1 yarns mal, I will be using that gorgeous yarn that I found on my last trip to thread fabric in my last video to make the Chasing Summer top, which was exactly what I had envisioned that I wanted to make for a top, and saw it, you know, just researching, it was like, yes. So, yes. So, anyways, I'm really excited about that. The M1 yarn, that mal will run until the first day of summer. The Spring Off Tea mal will run until the first day of summer. Now, I want to share with you guys another fail. I just failed so badly. And this is the Just Feel Cozy wrap. Okay, so I ran into some complications, me trying to understand some things. And Kalisha was really, really sweet. She is the designer behind Kalisha Ryan. She also has the Quirky Monday podcast on YouTube. And she was explaining to me like how to read the pattern over, and it's really simple. Like, it's very, very simple. I don't want to give away too much of it, but it's I don't want to give away too much. I don't know what I can and cannot say, but she was very helpful. But this is the thing. The yarns that I'm using, the ones that I showed before, that are from Victoria House Fiber Yarns, Nanette, Nanette Wake Studio, Lady Dye Yarns. They were not for me. I was not experiencing the feel that I wanted in this particular project with this particular design. I thought the feel of the yarns would be super plush and squishy. Now, I'm working with finger and weight, so it's kind of like, why would you think that, Marquita? Why would you think that? But I did because I was holding it two strand, and the whole idea of the cozy feel, it didn't work for me. So I'm gonna have to use this in like a DK, not holding it. Well, I might hold it double, but I want to get DK weight yarns or even a worsted and just hold it single to make this pattern, because I expected it to have a blankety, like a heavier weighted. See, that's what I'm saying. I should have known better because it's fingering. So this is not a knock on Kalisha at all, but in my mind, I wanted a blanket. That's what I thought it was going to be, a heavier, like a weighted, like huggy, like blanket. And it's not, because I'm silly. I'm silly, silly, silly. It's finger weight yarn that I'm using, so had to scratch that. I have to go through my stash and figure out what yarns I want to use for it. So that's going to be put on pause. That's probably going to be a little bit later in the year. But I decided I still wanted another spring shawl. I love the one I made before using Orlando Fiber House, Orlando Fiber Company. Sorry, Pam. Those yarns that were in my 12 days of spring, but I had to use these because these were such gorgeous spring colors. So the same yarns from Nanette Wake Studios and all the ones I just mentioned, I'm using the same yarns, but I'm freestyling it, and I'm loving the feel. I'm loving the texture. This particular design is by another YouTuber. It's a tutorial, a crochet lace tutorial. I have it linked below, but this design is mine. It is very, very simple, and I plan on blocking it and stretching it out and making it really airy. And I think every color it's going to be a different stitch, probably 2 or 3 more times, and then I might go repeat it, but I'm enjoying this a lot more. And these are the yarns in my bag from Vintage Cat Knits that I shared before. That was, but I bounced back, you know. I bounced back. I figured some things out, you know. And I'm good. I'm okay. I'm good. Now, I also want to share with you, and you may have seen it in the community tab, because we have a community tab now, y'all, that Catherine Cunningham, one of our subscribers and friends, made me. She found me knit worthy and made me hand knit socks that she won from a giveaway. Now the top is paper crane yarns, and this is Buxom Cat Knits. Gorgeous yarns. They're so soft, they're so smooth. And how do I explain? I don't know how these yarns were spun, but the texture is just gorgeous. Gorgeous. And if I'm not mistaken, this is stockinette, and then these are pearl. Oh, it might be knit stitch. I'm not sure, but because y'all know I don't knit for real, for real. So beautiful. They are so cozy. Perfect fit. I cannot believe Catherine made me socks. Thank you, Catherine. Y'all, I felt so much joy, so happy. And I was so glad to see what the difference is in the crochet socks and the knit socks. And as far as the feel, it's not much of a difference in the feel, like the thickness, if you use a single crochet. Oh, these are so gorgeous. So she told me that these are a heelless, which are awesome. It's a heelless sock. They fit perfectly my size 8s. And I do notice that there is a bit of a difference with the knit sock and how like kind of flat it is. You know, it really takes on shape well. But the crochet socks, you know, you knit to fit, like it's going to be the exact size of your feet. But anyways, I am loving these. It's one of those weeks I don't deserve it, but I must because she sent it to me. But I feel so much love. So much love. Thank you, Catherine. And then I wanted to share with you 2 new books. And yes, it's hard for me to follow patterns sometimes because I either just don't have the privacy to focus being a mom, you know, but this particular one that was recommended by Claudia of Sunbird Crochet Podcast. Forgive me, Claudia. But I will definitely link her YouTube channel below. And she recommended this colorful crochet knitwear by Sandra Gutierrez. Oh my goodness. I love this so much because, and I just recently received it. Purchased both of these on We Crochet's website of crochet.com. So worth the money. There are so made projects, and I'm not real big on opening and sharing, but I did find a page. There's so many projects that are going to help me build my me-made wardrobe, and the color work is absolutely amazing. And I was thinking about using that Misfits yarn, the zebra marled yarn, for this particular one. Gorgeous, but it is comprehensive. So she breaks down, you know, the differences in intarsia, mosaic crochet, different types of color work, and oh my goodness, y'all just gonna have to go check this out because she has charts. She explains. Oh, this is so beautiful. She explains everything in detail. Look at that. Everything in detail, start to finish, and she welcomes questions. Like, you know, some designers don't do that. They're not so welcoming when it comes to, like, you know, you purchased the pattern and go on your way. Kalisha was really kind to help me when I got stuck in understanding, because I am still a beginner pattern reader. Like, I know how to crochet. I know so many different stitches, but reading patterns, everyone's style is different. I don't always pick up on it. So I have to say that she did an excellent job. You know, it's just like dialects. Like, she speaks, Sandra speaks my crochet dialect. And so does Janine. And both of them welcome questions if you have any. Y'all, I'm just realizing, like, I know I love the eclectic look, but I also love the chic look. Oh my goodness, I'm going to try to find it and show it to you guys. I actually had this literal design in mind last year, but didn't have the yarn. Like, I couldn't find the color that I wanted to use for it. Oh my goodness, like, she knows, so she's taking all the guesswork out for me. And it's just like, just go get the yarn, Marquita. You got, oh, y'all. So I'm going to be working on building my me-made wardrobe, but this is my look. I love this chic look. Oh my goodness. And look, the booty's covered, just like I like it. And look, I love a nice, turtleneck? Look at that. And there's a lax fit, and I need that because I need a lot of extra room around the belly. These stitches are so beautiful. Oh, you guys, like, it's so fancy. It's so fancy. Oh, and I love it. I already know the yarn I'm going to use on it. I was holding that yarn for a different design, but this is actually what I want to make with it. I'm so excited. So I don't know what, oh. Look at that. Of course, I have to make it a little bit longer, a little bit, you know, flowy, but she did an amazing job. And it's very easy to read. It's pretty much comprehensive as well. She does a lot of explaining how to pick yarns, substituting yarns. I don't think I saw too many charts, but she does break down the schematics. So, and I need that. I think I explained that before when I was working on the Rundle socks. Like, I have to understand and have a vision of what I'm working on and not just follow the pattern. Like, it helps me so much. Oh. Okay, I'm done. So, I am extremely happy with these purchases. And Thank you, Claudia, so much for recommending them. And there's one more thing I acquired by a very young maker. She's still in high school. Her name's Charisma. I will link her, oh my goodness, Etsy shop below. This particular scent is caramel nut. I can't help myself. I bought a caramel nut. I bought a lavender, a creamy nutmeg, a cinnamon garlic. Those are my scents. I love them. But I'm very excited to share these with you guys. The next episode, I will be able to finally finish my Grogu cardigan. Could not find buttons that I wanted for it. Not gonna talk about it. We'll talk about that in the next episode. But thank you so much for visiting with me today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I always forget to say, give it a like, share the video if you would know someone that would like to watch it, and be sure to check out the community tab because that's where I post giveaway videos for subscribers only. So anyways, thank you so much for joining me today, you guys. It has been a joy, and now I gotta go off to work. Y'all have a good day. Bye bye.